Hey, and welcome today with this new stream with 1 hour of open source. Today, I will continue what we have done start yesterday, which is like we were contributing to the main story of open source. And I think the last thing that we got stuck in was how the testing of the feature that we are doing, which is like the params feature. And here we go. I will just close this. Get back to here. And I will share my screen. Here is I'm sharing my screen. Here we have the open source. Yeah, the last yesterday we get like an issue when we started with this page in open source and this page and the issue. Wait, I need to share my screen. This one. Yeah, so here is the screen. So yesterday when we run npm run dev, we got an issue there, and the issue was because that we didn't install everything from the app, but like right now it's working, and as you can see, you have the new feed stuff. What we were testing is if we write new equal true, and here we need to write PRURL. Let's get some PRURL. Open source AI. Let's just go with one of the PRs that we have here. And if we provide this URL here, this should enable us to get this URL populated. Yeah, but like I think what I noticed here, yeah, it's not working. New equal true. Let me check how that. Yeah, it's feeding you true and PRURL. Here feeding you true. Yeah, I think we need to be logged in. But like this should auto log in somehow. I'm not sure why it didn't. And I'm not sure if that's because of me or like something else. What we expect is to have this one here, and we have the URL populated already. So yeah, let's go right feed equal new true. Let's check the console if we have any issues. Yeah, it didn't work. I think I have. Did I work anything yesterday? We have some errors here. Okay. A way to test that if it's our update yesterday which broke the code or something else is that you could go to the code itself. Here is the feed add new params, which you can see. It is after this one. And here it should be working without an issue. So what we could do is to get this branch, or to check out this here, where we could like get the code from that changes. No, I need to get back to this one. Here right now we have the code that was working, and we could test that again to see how the things that will work for us. Yeah, the new true is working normally previously, but like when I added my stuff, it broke it. So here we could go with the query params. No, let's just like go directly with what did I change? Highlight input. I add the ID. And the other thing that I changed was the pages feed index. Here we go to this pages feed index. Let's get back to this one and check this branch. So right now we will get back to the last branch that I have worked on, and I add my changes to it. When I will close all the stuff, close others, and I can get back to the feed index and see what I have done here. New, yeah, here we are getting the new, we are getting the URL. If it's new highlight and sign in required, it should redirect us to sign in. Mm, how I used to debug this one? But if it's no new highlight, it will return. And here we have this code for the interval. Mm, where I have added the highlight input. Yeah, I could ignore that to be honest, because like, yeah, I could improve that here. Because right now, if there is no URL, it will not focus on this stuff. But like, I would like to focus on it, and if it's URL, I needed to fill it, so I could have this if condition uh, somewhere else. Like, not if condition, just like have the URL here as an if condition. Um, Here we are getting this. Wait. How I used to debug this one? I think I used to run it from run and debug. So I need to close the stuff here, and it will just like get me. Okay, I will close that. So Node.js. answer. I get an issue here. Let's create the launch.json file for Node.js. And here, program. I don't remember how I used to. Okay, we can get ask ChatGPT. Clear this stuff. How to write launch.js file for React app. Launch.json. Okay, it's telling us to create that and launch local. Mm, no, I want to use the so I remember that there is a way and then it command test launch and debug. I remember there was another way. Type npm script dev. Yeah, mm, debug. So here for the debugging, it's telling us okay, launch against localhost. Here's the configuration. So it's the same as the first one that's provided here. And let's go with this one. Yeah, the similar. So what we could do is run the div, ensure that development server is running on npm start, which is npm run dev for us. Then press F5 green arrow to launch the debugger in a new browser instance. Okay, so what will happen is that we will run that, but like we will have our own debugger tested. Okay. When that is working, we could just like go on the debugger and launch Chrome. And here we should be able to see the stuff that we are doing. Localhost insights. Okay. And what I want to do is to have the debugger run here, here. Uh, Here we could go with feed new equal true. and it should work. Yeah, the breakpoints is working, and we should get something here so we could debug the breakpoints. Another way that we could do is just like have print line the stuff that we are getting here, but like I don't feel that's the best way, but like that's possible. It's faster and easier to do that. Here we get like feed new true, and yeah, here we get to that feed. So here when we have a new highlight, if we step one step, we get that true, which is like okay. We could parse that too, and here when we get the PRL URL and we move with that, we will get nothing undefined. Yeah, it's null. And here when we get like sign in required, get sign in, null. Okay, why did we have this as sign in required? So this will be true, this will be false, and when we have both of them like this, the condition should be false, isn't it? Yeah, here we could run that. What I have here, okay, it's null. Why? Here, true, and null, it returned to null. Yeah, so because we don't have, why we are having this one? Can I see the history from here? No. So I will go to the code base, we'll go to the app, and then go to pages, pages, feed, index. And here we had this sign in required. Add support for new highlight. It's added in this commit, which is related to this PR, and here we are testing. So here it's local new equal true. Yeah, so just like new equal true. We could check. Yeah, it doesn't force a login here. We have that issue. Right now, wait, is it forcing login on the development on the production app as well? Let's just pizza. Okay, let's go to the development app itself. And when I go and check the development app, if I'm not logged in, disconnect. Go to highlights, new equal true. We are waiting. Highlight feed new equal true. It's like not highlight. It's feed equal you. Yeah, I think it's a known issue. It's not forcing login. Okay. Here we could see that in the PR they tried something on 5th of August. Load session. Remove extra export. Mobile needs the same statement. Hey DB, I also guess next router over here. Mm, router works. Okay, I'll use that. The mobile. Okay, what they have done? It works. Never mind with the delay. Yeah, so I think like this issue still exists. He said like there is no forced push login, and if we go with after like what we have seen in this comment, sign in if not login. So we have this commit, and here we could see this changes, which is load session if URL, and here we are getting some stuff. And after that we have removed the load session. It where here we removed load session, and then we had a review from Ola Budi, then handle mobile through manage beta, which is the update here. No need to create interval for checking highlights creation. Update pages index. Let me see. Here we added the ID, new highlight, and we have this kind of two cases logic. If new highlight no need to okay, so this will move forward, add the conditions for unnecessary code. Here we have some minor updates. But it was approved later, which I would think that this is working or not. Okay, what we could do here is to get copy link of this comment, go here, add issue, and you could go to the issues and check if someone opened an issue similar to this one, force login. Interesting. Suggestion highlight and onboarding. Force login doesn't work on in reports page. Sign in force login when clicking the box. Uh, there is a close stuff, but like there is no one here that's open. So we could go here. We could have a bug report. New highlight. Kitchen doesn't support force. Again, uh, this bug is related to this comment, which we have. Hmm, why wasn't that code? Beta pages feed index here. Like, I don't think that we could have the params here. Uh, or, or he was thinking that this should be sent when you open a new highlight or when you create a new highlight. So let's check highlight new. But like this one will have the same logic. Yeah, feed a new true. And it's not forcing login. Okay. The bug is related to this comment, which is expecting to have a false login when we create new highlight from the URL, but it's not working right now. Okay, so this is not working. How to test that? Go to, you need to be logged out first, and then you need to highlights new, go to highlights new, and when you go there, you need to, and tada, yeah, will not be for get in. Yeah, so here we could go to that. Mm. So I think like since I have opened right now this issue for this bug on like different thing, what we could do here is like not to think so much about the login, and we could see how the logic would work without the forced login. What I mean is that why did we have this as a new person? Okay, I will go with the default with the other approach. So we'll close this, close this. I'm not sure why we had launching this against localhost, which is creating a new. You see, this is creating a new browser. But like I think we could run that on the main browser that we have, so we could get that data because like I'm not logged in to. Log URL. I could just log at that here right now, and then I could see how to check that. Mm, how to run the debug on the Chrome that's I am already using. Here we go to new highlight the login, and here I'm already logged in. I have more followers in the beta than the normal app, I think, which is interesting. this is working. Yeah, here I have 2 followers, one following, 7 highlights. Here I have 5 followers, which is cool. That shows us that the beta is, we have a lot of people testing it. And here we are just waiting for this to be run. Will this be logged in the terminal? You're on the server. Yeah, so we are getting the URL here. But like, I think there is some broken logic after that. Just something either here or here. Like, I think, let me check. Yeah, so I'm here checking both of those stuff. And this is the only change that I made recently, which I could ignore right now. Even we will have like TypeScript error here, but like I don't think that I need that right now. So we didn't get this one here. Why this is happening? So if we get the create highlight input, which is mm, is highlight create input. Why am I not finding it? Yeah, this one. Which is this input, okay. And when this is there, we are focusing. Yeah, okay. So yesterday I didn't check what is this doing. I expected it to work out of books here. So right now this is like checking that it exists. And then it's click on that, and after clicking on that we are opening the dialog here. Then we are seeing the stuff that we are having. So what I need to do is to check if dialog got loaded, which we could use something similar to set interval logic here. And we could ask Stack Overflow about that. Hmm. Check if HTML element exists, is loaded. Yeah, they're all different. We could use mutation observer. The original answer is checking. Yeah, it's using interval, which is the basic logic that we are having here. Though there with the promises, it's saying that we'll pull them 10 seconds and the result from us if it's found before the optional timeout. Okay, so this is almost similar to this one, but like we have promises, and if that exists, it should work for it. The other way is to do with the mutation observer. And in the mutation observer, we are checking if the selector is there. We resolve that. Here, where did we resolve this one? Yeah, if it exists, resolve. It's not to rejected. Okay, so what we need to do here is after focusing on this one, we need to call a function to check this element, and then fill the stuff inside that element, which we could use again the same logic here. Okay, so let's go with simple function. This is like another bit solution, but like right now, I will just go with what I have in my mind as a brute force way. Then we could like just refactor that and improve the code. Here we have the fill highlight button, and here highlight link input. If that exists, it will work. And we could have something similar here. This one is we are closing the interval. Yet before closing it, we need to add the time that we are expecting to loop for. And inside that, if this exists, we need to clear that interval. We could remove this one, and we could call this function here. The same for this. Like I think we need to check what's going on mobile, so that could have a different ID and stuff like that. Hmm. Let's run this again. Here it worked, but I think it didn't fill this stuff here. Do you have another issue? Why we have this? Errors. Do we have those errors as well on here? No, we don't have them printed here. So they are introduced by my stuff. No, I didn't use this code. Hmm. We'll check the errors later. Okay, so new highlight is not working. What I need to do here? What do I need to do here is to debug this normally. Okay. React app debug VS Code on Chrome. In existing Chrome. Why I don't want to log in to that browser? Because the login process itself is too long. Web app Chrome. File in a tab. No, this is starting a new browser. I want to have that run in my own with enable browser extension. No. React app debug VS Code. Logged in Chrome. We are getting the web dev. No, that's not what I want. No. In check. We get the code stuff again. Here, where it is, they are having this, which will launch Chrome. Edge. Here we are. They are telling how to inspect stuff. If you are using a Webpack together with the app, you can. Uh, they are having a blog post. Okay, so they have the documentation and they have a blog post about that. No, blog post is written by Kenneth, which is developer experience. Okay. So okay, he's testing that in his own browser. So That's working. Before download and install our Chrome debugger. Deprecated, which is like by Microsoft. So I think he used to work at Microsoft with the following line JSON. The only difference here is that he has added web root source. Okay, let me go and launch Chrome against JSON. Like if I close this, I think the debugger will get closed. Hmm. What if I just like go directly with this one? And the debugger is not working. We could go to DevTools. I'm not sure if we have a React thing here to test, but like I could go to console and here we have it, this one, which is like the old logic which he mentioned here that you need to make change, DevTools, set a breakpoint, debug, and stuff like that. So they are just like two steps here, which is like cool to test it there, but like yeah, I couldn't. I will have a debugger here. So I would like to see the breakpoint there to see how stuff will play out. So here we have the breakpoint, and this is undefined. Like if we move forward, it will be true. If we go, we get the URL. Sign in is null as well. Console login is printing that. If a new highlight, it's true, and sign in required, which is null right now. We could check out of null, so we could redirect here. But like even if we check that if it's null, it's not working. Okay, this will be the logic for the other stuff. Here it's true, so it should be turned as false because like if false, yeah, that's what we are expecting. But wait, this is like even if new not true, if new has like a false, why would we have a new false? This will not be added. It will work as well. Okay, whatever. It's working right now, so I could just improve that later. So we could have like parse this new highlight into uh, Boolean logic, so we could check that if it's true or not. We could just like add equal true here. Then I am going to see this. Okay, here it's focus, clear highlight, fill input. I would like to go to this one here later. It's not working. Oh, let's go just like debug inside this. This is like running again. And here we get the inside. We clicked on this. And this is like clicked and went to the fill input. Okay. Check dialog. Highlight. Let's go here. So it's working for every 1 second. We need to pass this one. Okay. We get the interval, fill highlight before that's already existing. Wait. So just like not entering this function here, it just entered right now. And here we have highlight URL. Okay. Remove ignore list. Which one? Configure. Which one? This. Here, so this run here, but it didn't work. Why it didn't work? Mm, I am having here like this. Highlight input. This one. Yeah, because I need to go with, I think, value. Like, why value didn't work? Why did it choose value yesterday? Hmm, that's a good question. It's not here. Value doesn't exist on type HTML element, which is not HTML element. This is okay, as HTML input element. Right now this will work. Yeah, the first time I encountered this error, it took me like around an hour to understand the situation here and why I'm having this kind of issue. So this is working. This is working. And it's working right now. Let me refresh that. Close this. So right now we are feeling that we are getting the URL failed, but it's removed, which means that the post to highlight is running twice. Is it running twice or is it another issue here? I'm not sure because mm, because I remember like in React they have this kind of running stuff twice on div for further check, which is like I couldn't understand till now why we need to run that stuff twice. But like that makes sense, just like to check the same stuff. Logic is working again. This is filled, then removed. Hmm. We don't need this here. What changes did I do? Yeah, just like this one. Set interval, fill highlight. This is working. Um, okay, so this is working here, but like it's not working for just like filling it on something. It's not filling stuff, which is kind of odd. Another way that I get in mind to do that is tell us about your highlight and add a link. Is could we use add a link? I will have this twice. Typewriter text area. Typewriter text area is from on mobile. If it's on mobile, it will be this one. If not, it will be this one. I'm not sure why we have that twice. Um, okay. So I think I could stop in few minutes. Um, what I was thinking about is return use effect. So this is like the highlight input, which is the button, like the dialogue itself. So what I would think about is, let me just like add this here. Mm, feed or fix fill the highlight PR input. Uh, what I was thinking about is that I could give the search logic mode to this one. Wait, the use effect itself, and here. When does the use effect works? By the way, use effect react. As you can see, I have searched that before. Effect react twice. Dear the old friend. So this use effect here is going. Yeah, this is working twice, as I think. Hmm. So what I was think, use effect react, use effect react. This is all documentation. Yeah, it's component mount, component update. So this will happen as React life cycle. They had a great. Why we don't have this again here? I think I remember that they had a great image like this one. Yeah, someone else did it. So component mount is like when they construct that, they have the render. So okay, the did mount is like after rendering, and did update is after rendering. So I think like this use effect will have access. Where is it? We'll have access to the stuff that we are having here. So I could I could get the fill highlight input content function. I believe that I could add it here and have this logic totally moved from this one to this. Mm, shit. This is inside the use effect. Yeah, it's inside that. And I could remove this and this, so I could just like have the function there. I think this code here should do the trick for me. That. And here we are refreshing again. We have an issue, by the way, like when I go a couple of times on this, refresh it. y- Yeah, there is something removing it. Even if I move that there, like this is having after rendering. Hmm. So we are having the same thing. Is there anything that manipulating this value? Let me check. Highlight, input, ID. Okay, that's the issue here. Because like we have the highlight link value that we are using everywhere. When this changed, like when I set it manually, the highlight link will be empty and that will have an issue there. So what I can do is PRURL is okay. This makes sense right now. And instead of going and having this kind of all interval, if this exists, PRURL, then I will just like set highlight as PRURL. And there is no need to have this timeout stuff. Okay, could we use the same logic here? So instead of having the highlight stuff, we could have like a state like variable that will run the stuff there. Um, I think so. So we could focus on that. And this is run. Would that add value? I think that could be faster than the interval. Yeah, anyway, so this is working. Here we run this. And we get that URL. Awesome. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, so here we don't need this. What we could do, we remove that stuff. We add them here as URL, and here we don't have that. Okay, fix highlight add PR URL. So here server. I think I will just like finish the stream right now. So has been like almost an hour and 10 minutes, which is like the shortest stream since I started this stuff. And yeah, the other thing that I might start to do right now is to document this journey, which is something that would be better than documenting it later. And what we could do for that is just like I will go with GitHub, 1 hour of open source. I'll just like write it right now. Could we have the table here? Okay, this is not working here. Day 3 wrote on add PR to new highlight in the I would just like go with this simple. Nah, I wouldn't go with the simple one. I would just like go. I will do that later where I will fill this with what I have done in the first day, second day, third day, with the links to PRs and the stuff that I have done, and the videos that we have on YouTube, Twitch. I will focus on YouTube. On YouTube, you know, I will go and add YouTube and Twitch to see how stuff will work. Yeah, so this is the next thing that I need to do. I think I will do that later. So yeah, thank you for watching today if you have been here, and if you have any question on like anything that you want, maybe you'd ask how would you get familiar with a project, how would you find an open source project to contribute or whatever, just like let me know in the comments, in the chat, and I will answer that as soon as possible. And if you are in the team, I will just like go and answer that. Okay, and thank you for that, and hopefully we'll see you later.